Once upon a time in a small village, there was a boy named Arjan. He had big dreams. Arjan wanted to start his own business and become successful. He worked very hard to make his dream come true, but things never seemed to go his way. His business wasn't growing, and every time he thought things were getting better, something bad would happen. Arjan felt very sad. He had spent all his money on his business, but still there weren't enough customers. His family and friends told him to stop and find a regular job. But Arjan didn't want to give up. He believed in his dreams and knew that success would come, even though it was taking time. One cold afternoon, an old man walked into Arjan's shop. He had gray hair, a kind face, and a slow, steady walk. The man looked around the shop and then looked at Arjan. "You seem like someone who is facing a lot of troubles," he said kindly. Arjan smiled, but it was a sad smile. "Yes," he said. "Everything seems to be going wrong. I don't know what to do." The old man sat down. "I understand," he said. "But sometimes bad times are not as bad as they seem. They are teaching you something important. Let me tell you a story." Arjan listened carefully as the old man began. Once there was a farmer who worked very hard on his farm. Every year he hoped for a good harvest, but every year something went wrong. There were storms, droughts, and pests that destroyed his crops. His neighbors told him to give up, but the farmer didn't. He kept trying. And after many years of hard work and learning from his mistakes, he grew the best crops in the whole village. The old man smiled at Arjan. The bad times the farmer faced helped him grow. He didn't quit, and that's why he became successful. Arjan thought about the old man's story. "But how does that help me?" he asked. The old man stood up to leave. Bad times teach us lessons that we can't learn when everything is easy. They make us stronger and smarter. If you keep going and never give up, you will build a future that is much better than you ever imagined. As the old man left, Arjan felt something change inside him. He decided he would keep going, no matter how tough things were. The next day, he worked even harder and made better choices for his business. He didn't give up. Slowly, things started to improve. He learned new ways to sell his products and made more friends who helped him. Years later, Arjan's business became very successful. People in the village respected him, and he helped others who were struggling. When they asked him how he became successful, Arjan would smile and say, "Bad times don't last forever. They make us stronger and teach us lessons for the future." And that's how Arjan learned that bad times can turn into great times if we don't give up.